What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Observatory. This is Season 1's first qualifier. With me, I've got DJ CJR. How you doing?
Doing well, bud.
Excellent.
It's good to be here.
Glad you could join us. And we're still getting underway. We actually just got a fifth participant in a few moments ago here. So you can see on the screen now we've got Jediluke, Lee, Phyrix, why does that say Ross? That should be Morphod, and Sirius will all be playing today. And it's kind of interesting to see it looks like everyone's like bringing out their wheelhouses for the home levels here. Jediluke is looking to play in Wrath X4, of course. Morphod's selected Rim, that's his DCL home level. Sirius doesn't have a D1 home level, but he's selected Flea for the tournament, and Phyrix is going to be in Mind Tricks. Lee's the only one that's out in left field here. Have you ever heard of Ostrich Form?
I have not.
So we might have to view that one at least once to see what that's about. Lee always having an interesting set of home levels. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on. But anyway, we're going to get started here probably in about 13 minutes or so. And just wanted to go over what is Season 1, what are we doing with the qualifier and everything. Well, we're going to be having a 3 series of qualifiers over the next 3 weeks. This is going to be each qualifier will be a Swiss tournament style, which means that you don't get eliminated at any point in the tournament, so you play all the games. And what's going to happen, we'll have 4 rounds. Let's say we'll have like Jediluke will pair up with Phyrix, and whoever wins that will play whoever else wins. So people that win tend to play people that win, people that lose tend to play people that lose, and throughout the course of the tournament. And at the end of the tournament, you're going to get a number of season points depending on how you did in the tournament and how your opponents that you beat did in the tournament. You get 1 point per win, plus 1 point for every one of your opponents' wins that you beat. Now, if you got beat, you don't get any points for that. So at the end of the season, we're going to take a list of standings, and we're going to invite, I say the top 8, but there's a caveat to that. There's going to be 8 people playing in the knockout tournament. Before that, we're going to open up that 8th spot to a wild card anarchy game. So the people that place 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, and anyone tied with them, will be going into an anarchy game. And in this anarchy game, they'll be playing to a set number of points depending on how many people are in the game. And that will fill out the rest of the bracket. So it's kind of like a second chance for people that didn't make the top 8 to get in the tournament at the end. And the cool thing about that is we've never done an anarchy observatory before. It's always been one-on-one. So I'm really interested in seeing how the whole anarchy dynamic will play out. We'll probably be playing at a bigger level, stuff like that. And people saying music's too loud. Well, we can fix the music. Let me see. Where is that? That is here. Yeah, we can turn this down. I probably have it too loud from there, that's probably better. Okay, so yeah. Sorry about that. And if there's any other audio issues at all, let me know, because I've reinstalled since the last time we've done this. So I don't know if my levels are right. Usually I'm pretty on the ball with that, not today. So we'll see that. And people are asking questions in chat here, like if you join late, do you miss a match? Yeah, you can join late. You can even withdraw early. You can come and go as you please. And there's going to be, we actually got P-Funk in the tournament as well, so he'll be getting on the list in a second. So we got a pretty healthy group here, 6 people. And I'm really interested to see how this gold dynamic plays out here, because we got a lot of gold pilots on the DCL here. We got Jediluke, Morphod, and Sirius, and those 3 tend to play each other pretty close, with the exception of, Jediluke usually wins. So we got Jediluke, Lee, Morphod, P-Funk, Phyrix, and Sirius will probably be getting started here in about 10 minutes. Lee is I don't know what he's doing. he's reasserting his home level. Oh, that's a good one. P-Funk putting in Salute too for his home level. That should definitely be interesting to say the least. And yeah, we have a bot in the chat that's managing all this as well. They're gonna have private channels that they can talk to each other in. They'll even have voice channels to get into. And we tested this last night. That doesn't mean it's not going to break horribly. If it does, it might be a little bit of manual work, so bear with us if we do have any technical issues. I'm even hoping maybe after some of these matches that we can talk to the people that are involved in it too.
That would be fun.
I think Rethink's trying to get in on this. Is he in the server? Let me see how I can invite him to the server. Invite to server. Yeah, so we've got at least 7 coming in. It might be. I'm hoping we get an even number because in the Swiss, if there's an odd number, there's usually some buys going on, which kind of suck for everyone involved. But we'll try our best to minimize those as much as possible. Yeah, as long as people don't take up too much time. We'll probably give people a bit of a break in between rounds and stuff like that. Let me just try and get everyone in here. And it looks like we're up to 8 here. We've got Dracona and Rethink coming in on this. Dracona is actually doing a different home level from her norm. She is also setting up RIP, copycatting Morphod here. That'll be interesting.
How dare you, Dracona? How dare you?
And then, well, they're all changing their home levels right now. I'm not quite sure what's serious right now and what's not. Well, we know who serious is, but that's aside the point. And then Rethink. We should be getting underway probably about 6 or 7 minutes here. So we've got a very good crowd of people here. Should be very interesting to see how this plays out. I guess that means Lothar's not joining. Yeah, that's cool that we're getting Dracona in there. Dracona hasn't actually played a whole lot of competitive lately. She's, of course, her and Lothar recently had their second child. Someone else to shut you out 20-0.
Yes. I would be honored to have the opportunity to be shut out once again.
People just actually legitimately changing to Logic next. I actually just recently played Logic X 2. It doesn't quite have the panic of Logic X4, but it's not hard to find uses. So the fun, of course, P-Funk is known as the Slaw, and we'll probably end up seeing why at some point today. He likes to play pretty slow here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I see a lot of names that I have not had the opportunity to play yet. Me being more distant from the scene over the years. So, but it's going to be interesting to watch them.
Yes, indeed. Oh, we got Melvin's in here too. Oh, jeez. We have a party here today. Oh, this will be good. Think you see Cyrus here. Excellent. Morphod is still saying too loud. I am pretty sure we've turned that down. I'm going to double check levels here, so if you're on the stream, you'll probably hear them. But I should be alright. Oops. Oh yeah, it's pretty loud. Wow, that's so loud. It's way down. Okay, that should be significantly better, I think. If there's still any problems, please let me know if there's any audio problems. We want to get those ironed out and resolved as quickly as possible, so we can make everything go smoothly here. Oh, geez. Melvin in take 2. Oh, ouch, ouch. That's going to be fun. We'll have to see a take 2. And then I think Cyrus and Rethink have both joined. We're waiting on them to get their levels up, and we'll see what we'll have. And then we should be starting in a couple minutes here, getting the first round going. I do think let's see, that's 5, that's 10 players, so that's a good even number. We like that. And cool. Now keep in mind that we also have the game volume to worry about as well. That might be too loud. If that is, please let me know. Oh, Cyrus is having a little trouble reading. and another Flea. Rethink is going to be doing Flea X2. So that'll be interesting to see if him and Sirius get tangled up. Cyrus is going to be in Ascend. So a nice list of levels here. If you toss out Ostrich Farm.
Yeah, no, I really have no clue what that is.
I don't even know if I have that. I might want to check to make sure that I have that.
I'm pretty sure it's made up. I don't see any Athenas. That makes me sad.
No Athenas. Yeah, that's with an Ernie level. He would be playing that if he was here. I'm pretty sure. And he should be uploading. Do you have you don't have access to the current event channel, do you? Let me give you that real quick.
Okay.
So you can at least see what's going on here. And yeah, that should have added you. So when he uploads that, you should have it. Oh, Cyrus. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab his level here real quick. You saw the link in general?
I did.
Just
Yeah,
to
I'll
make
grab
sure
it.
that we have that, because I imagine we'll be seeing that at some point. There's actually ostriches on this level. What the heck? He actually put ostriches in this level. This guy, I'm pretty sure this is Lee's too. Yeah, it's by Lee, so he's playing his own level, which isn't unheard of, but yeah, it'll be interesting to say the least. All right, we got about 1 minute here. I do believe that everyone's got their level set. Jedi's actually modified his to Wrath X5, so that should be a lot of fun. All right, so we're about to get underway here. We got 10 people in this, and we were going to generate the first round and see if it breaks. So we're going to have... Oh, did it break? It did not break. So we got Sirius and Dracona going to be playing in Flea. Ross and Lee will be playing in Rip. Phyrix and P-Funk in Swiss Cheese Sorrow. Someone changed theirs at the last second. And Jediluke and Melvin in Wrath X5. Cyrus vs. Rethink in Ascend. I think we're going to go ahead and check out... we're gonna do Phyrix and P-Funk here, because Swiss Cheese Sorrow is... it's somewhat of an old. I think it's an older level, but it should be pretty interesting. So we'll check that one out. They should be getting ready. Yeah, Lee's a little late. He should have thought of that when we were doing it. All right, let's see when Firex and P-Funk are going here. And we should get to the game in a second. Go ahead and fire up Descent here. Oh, I opened the wrong file. There's also a Ranger game going on too. Oops, forgot to allow Descent to get through the firewall here, so let me restart it. We're getting a couple of minor issues. Apparently, Cyrus and neither Cyrus nor Rethink can host, which shouldn't have happened. They should have done the host command to shut off their hosting. I know Cyrus did. What map are they playing in? Let me see that real quick. They're supposed to be in Ascend, so maybe if one of the games ends early, we can have somebody just host it for them, and we might delay the second round a little bit. There it is. Swiss Cheech Sorrow's up. Let's go ahead and get into this game. Wait, did he observe? Okay, let me hit the right button. The game hasn't started yet. All right, game is up, and we're in. We're going. Pretty small level this is. Kind of a simple level. It's got only a few missiles, so it looks pretty basic. Should be interesting to see what P-Funk can do in a level this size. He likes the larger levels that he can sloth around in. Something like this is a little too small for him. So they're trading blows here, but nothing serious. Ooh, look out. And also, another thing to keep in mind, this ping time these guys are having is probably going to be of the worst of the tournament. P-Funk, of course, on the West Coast. Pyrix over in, I believe he's somewhere in Europe. Pyrix all over P-Funk here. But Pyrix does take a little bit of Vulcan damage in return. You can kind of see P-Funk's lack of speed there is really hurting. Some big damage, but I'm not sure who took it. It's going to be P-Funk getting the first kill here. 1-0. No, I did not know. This was your level.
It was made with my design in mind. Blarget was the one kind enough to make it for me.
Blarget? Ah, awesome.
And he just happened to put my name in there as well. Very kind of him.
That's pretty awesome.
As you're going to see, it's going to be very action-based. So not many places to run. You know,
Yes.
it's what I like for the most part.
Mm-hmm. And I think this may actually play against P-Funk's style. Over in the energy center, and he just takes a stream of plasma to the face. Tying it up at 1 here. Oh, that smart missile.
Very nice.
Pyrix getting 2 in a row. A little bit damn. Pyrix having a little bit of trouble getting into the next room, but he should be all right. P-Funk is going to make sure that he's got that Vulcan as much as possible. He's going to need that. That's definitely his best weapon, although we might have a problem. I have no idea what their lag times are. I'm sure it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, with the lag time, with increased lag time, that Vulcan is definitely
Pyrix getting 3 in a row here. Oh, but getting destroyed by the explosion. P-Funk will get one back. Pyrix right behind him. Cannot capitalize. Also, if you guys can give me some feedback on the sound levels with the game involved, let me know, and I can try to fix them. It looks like Can I Play Dad is going to be hosting the 5th game, so they're all going to be going. It just baffles me how slow P-Funk plays. Just watching him fly is so much different than anyone else. Oh, he's got the fusion out. I think he got a hit there.
Yeah, I heard something.
Alright, so I'm going to turn the sound down real quick here. And there we go. Oh, we missed a kill. Oh, too bad. But it's going to be P-Funk tying it up at 3, and he's right behind Pyrix, but cannot get a good shot off. So 3-3 early on, about 4 minutes in here. Oh, that was nice. P-Funk must have been super low to get hit by Vulcan and die that quick. That's one thing that we really want to eventually add to Observer Mode, is to have the ability to see what people's shields are. But we don't have that right now, so we're kind of guessing based on what they get hit by and the clang sounds and all that. And it's usually pretty obvious. If you take a smart to the face, you're dead. Ooh, P-Funk, that's smart. Pyrix avoids its tracking, though. That's good for him. Oh, P-Funk, I thought he was going to get some damage there, but he turned his lasers away right as Pyrix was coming into the room. Now we've got a plasma battle here. P-Funk will escape to the energy center. I don't know if Pyrix saw him. I don't think he did. Lots of damage here, and P-Funk will get the plasma kill, tying this one up at 4. This is a tight race here. Both these pilots, of course, silver, but Pyrix new to the silver division. There we go. Pyrix up 5-4. You can see how close that is on the graph there. There was a 2-point lead for maybe half a second in this game. P-Funk just emptying that Vulcan cannon. It's doing nothing to Firex. Firex now taking a 2-point lead here. Well, that always feels bad when you take a couple of level 1 lasers like that.
Yeah, he just took it right to the face.
6-5 P-Funk there. Taking advantage of that as well. Oh, P-Funk knows where he is now. Gets some Vulcan off. I don't know if that floater hit him. P-Funk's going to have to dodge this.
Couldn't tell either. It was pretty close.
Yeah. Of course, the thing to remember in Descent multiplayer, it's what the player sees that counts. So if you see something hit yourself, it's going to do damage. Whereas if an observer sees it miss, that doesn't matter. So 7-5, Firex with another kill there. And as we start to get into the mid-game here, we're going to have to see if they start figuring each other's styles out, if somebody makes a good adjustment here. I feel like Firex has had the edge for most of the game, but there's been times where P-Funk's done the right thing to get some return kills, but it's been a while since he's gotten on the scoreboard here. And it seems like P-Funk's taken the majority of the damage here. And indeed, he's going to go down. 8-5 Firex now. Uh-oh. Oh, look out. Yeah, I'm not sure P-Funk's doing a whole lot here. Firex getting behind. Well, I thought he was getting behind him, but P-Funk turned around and Firex wisely backed away from that. Ooh, that was so close. That was a lot closer. That actually hit him. So P-Funk taking some fusion damage there. It was only one blob. Trying to fend him off the Vulcan, and now it's Vulcan on Vulcan. Firex having to avoid that smart there. Ooh, that's unfortunate. P-Funk thought about waiting for the kill. Oh, he gets the kill. He thought about waiting for Firex to come in, changed his mind, and Firex got behind him, but it's P-Funk that ends up getting on the board. 8-6. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either. It just exploded.
It just randomly exploded. 9-6. I imagine that's kind of like maybe a Homer or a Smart Blob that clipped a wall on our screen and did not on theirs.
Yeah, I'd like to see P-Funk stay away a little bit more from the Vulcan. It doesn't seem to be very effective.
Yeah,
See if they pick up the spread fire a little bit more, maybe with plasma.
Yeah, I think spread fire would be a very good option for him here, just simply because he's so used to the Vulcan, he's so good with it, but he's not going to have as good of a time with somebody where he's got 150, 200 millisecond lag to. Not used to playing an opponent like this. Like, I played him the other night, I think our ping was like 40.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
He's like one of the few people I have a low ping to these days. Couple nice hits there. You can see Firex has been on fire. He's on a 7-3 run here. P-Funk's staying with that Vulcan. Oh, and see how he gets the kill. Switching to lasers, getting nice up and close. Pulling within 3. So he can still definitely get back into this. I don't think Fusion's a bad option either if he feels that he can track down Firex here.
If he could make the adjustment, yes, it would be a very good weapon to use in this level.
Ooh, that was pretty close. But it's going to be Firex getting the kill there. 11-7. I thought I just got pinged by someone, but I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, P-Funk, he's leaving himself open after a respawn to get hit a lot. What he needs to do is pick up a weapon, stick with that weapon, and just fight it to the death.
Yes,
So there's always something available.
Looks like we have our first result. Jediluke taking out Melvin in Wrath X5. The final score there was 20-8.
Not too bad. I have not much of a comment.
Yes. It's interesting because Melvin recently has been playing Jediluke really close. There's been a 20-18 in there. But
What
in
level is that?
I believe it was take 2. But
okay.
in the missile heavy levels, it always seems to be Jediluke with that P-Funk Homer missile. Did you see that?
That was beautiful.
That thing curved sharper than a. I was going somewhere with that. I'm not quite sure where.
I know you were, Ron.
But,
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I'm on the same page.
But Firex taking down P-Funk there. Again on a 5-2 run. Firex definitely with a advantage in terms of momentum, I think, here. Unless P-Funk does something to change this up, he's going to be in trouble. I also want to see what the ceiling is about over here. Okay, that's just a texture on the backside of the light. Okay. Which is fine.
In the center right there.
Over by where your name is. P-Funk getting the kill there with some nice plasma. That's the kind of thing he needs to do. He needs to get away from that Vulcan, stay on these alternate weapons that will help him fight the lag a bit better.
Yeah, this level his original design had a pillar in the center, and I thought that was just completely unneeded and kind of changed the flow of the game, especially in a decent dogfight.
Yeah. Oh, Firex can't land a single one of those shots. It looked like he was all over him, but no damage. All right, a little bit of damage from each side here. Oh, look out, P-Funk. He was mothing right into that plasma. But managed to avoid it all. Oof. I feel like there should be far more damage in these fights. They're just narrowly avoiding getting hit. Firex having to be careful of those floaters. You could see he was maneuvering around the one there. And it's got a bit of time here without a death here. So both players, they seem to be playing a lot more cautiously. They seem to not be getting up on each other as much as they were. And that's resulted in a slower pace. Which I think that benefits P-Funk. That's his game. Well, that's not his game there. Down 14-9 here. Firex looking to pull off a nice win. Another kill in a row here. That's, I believe, 2 kills in a row. He's up 15-9, and ever since about 5-5 mark, he's just pulled away with us.
Yeah, I noticed he's having, in even such a small level, he's having difficulty keeping track of where Firex is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of shooting blindly, shooting off smarts. None of them, and most of them are not tracking.
Yes.
So he needs to use those. Of course, by this point, it's getting a little late, but he has to use those more intelligently. Mm-hmm. And I think he could come back.
Yes. I definitely think it's Firex here that made the appropriate adjustment. He is up 16-9 now, on a particularly dominating run. The UI, of course, noting that this game was 3-3 at one point. But it's been all Firex for about the last 10 minutes here. See, I feel like... oh, there we go. I feel like if P-Funk was just slightly more aggressive there with his lasers, he could have gotten a kill earlier, but he does still pull it out with Firex just following through with what he was doing, and P-Funk there to meet him.
Yeah, that was a close one right there. I like that.
Yeah,
He used that smart very well.
Firex eating his string beans here.
They are delicious.
Oh, I thought for sure P-Funk was going to get killed there. He had him in the corner. Firex able to just narrowly get away. And they come close up and they get a double-double. 17-11. So Firex looking to close this one out pretty quickly here. We're not even, we just passed 15 minutes. So this is a relatively quick game, as you'd expect in a level of this size. Firex gets some damage, but gets some purple lasers in return. And P-Funk should be able to pick up the remaining laser there. There we go, he's on the level 3s now. Nice Homer. Corrals him with the lasers so he can't get away. Pulls within 5 here. Oh, that was beautiful. The drive-by fusion by P-Funk there. If he can get another shot like that, he'll get another one on the board. Firex seems to be a lot more cautious. P-Funk going back to that Vulcan. I think he senses blood is what's going on here. He's waiting for Firex. Nice! Nice!
There he goes. Very nice.
A lot of patience there by P-Funk to bring that in, and he's got 3 in a row now. Well, had 3 in a row. Firex just hitting him a couple times. 18-13. But P-Funk has definitely, I would say, changed the way this game feels. He seems to be on the attack now. Firex seems to be the one that's not sure what to do next. You see Firex just hanging out in corners every once in a while. P-Funk getting him in the main room, but Firex is getting a little bit of Vulcan damage off. Just whittling him down here. Oh. Firex, very nice avoiding that smart there. Just tucked up in the corner. Trying to get that fusion hit.
He's coming close, too.
It is
really
close,
good shots.
Close, definitely close. But P-Funk just keeping his distance. Being patient, 18-14. Now it's his turn to be on the run, 5-2. And you almost feel that, like 18-14, that the comeback's probably not likely. Oh, jeez. Oh!
That was so close. That was his opportunity right there.
That was his opportunity, not just to score a kill there, but to definitely suck the wind out of Firex.
Absolutely.
I mean, he just completely missed that P-Funk was right there. Because he was sliding sideways. And P-Funk doing... Oh,
I had a feeling he was going to get low on energy. He's going to have to run over there and grab some.
yeah, that's probably what happened. He was using the Vulcan as well. But Firex on game point here. And at this point, it's just a matter to see how... Can P-Funk even come back from this at that point? There's a kill. 19-15. Oh, P-Funk doesn't want to give away some hits here. That would be bad. Oh.
I was wondering what he was doing.
P-Funk pulling out the suicide tactics, trying to keep alive in here. I think he feels he's got the momentum, which kind of is true. But he doesn't want to give it away with a couple of quick, damage like that. He's got to avoid that as much as he can. Firex looking to close this out here. Can't do it. P-Funk switching over to the plasma. Looks like Firex also changing, but not sure what to yet. No, there it is. So it's going to be spread fire. Another change here. Oh, the fusion in the corner. Checkmate. GG. It's going to be 14-20 final score as Firex will pick up the win on that one. And I think these are the only 2 games that we have finished so far. So I'm probably gonna try to jump into another one here real quick. So Jediluke, Firex both picking up a point, and we'll sort all that after the round's complete. And let's see, because we still have Morphod and Lee, we still have Sirius and Dracona, and we still have Cyrus and Rethink. I believe... Oh, I think Cyrus and Rethink may be done. Let me check on that. because I'm not seeing that game hosted at the moment. And the RIP game just came down as well, so we might start seeing some results coming in here. And we should be fine. Rethink cannot play. Okay, so as Rethink, I guess Rethink is not going to be able to finish this out. Oh, his computer isn't working. Okay, so let me go ahead take care of that. Meantime, I'm going to jump into this Draconis Serious game, see where we're at here. This one, wow! Look at the score on this. It's 8-7. So this one might go on for a bit here. I'm gonna leave us here while I check out what's going on.
Yeah, I think this could be a very fascinating game. Both of them haven't played much recently.
Right.
I can't say for fact who is better than whom, but both of them very capable pilots.
Yes. Dracona picking up a pair there. It's up 10-7 now.
And Sirius, he's one of the best Anarchy players you could find. A very just amazing Anarchy player. He unfortunately doesn't play a lot of one-on-ones.
Yeah, and when he does, he tends to be extremely competitive, though. Like, I've seen him have some close games with Jediluke and Morphod and, even before Dracona. So, he's definitely got the skills to do well. But, we also have to consider Dracona may be pretty rusty as well, but she's got the lead here, 10-7. Trying to get this because the Cyrus Rethink game did not happen, so
that's a shame too. I want to see how that match worked out.
Oh, it's not even finding the game.
And Dracona up 11-7 now. Open up a lead.
Checking him, taking Sirius out over in that corner there. Let's see. If I could type, this would be wonderful. I just typed remote player instead of remove player. All right, let's go get back into this. Looks like they took each other out over in the corner there. So a point for Sirius, but definitely not not a point that I would consider to be very fulfilling. Especially
not when you're down by 4. You don't want to exchange kills that way. But both of them have been sticking with the faster weapons, Spread and Vulcan. Dracona also with the infamous lasers, the quad lasers, very, very efficient with.
So we have another score coming in. That's going to be Morphod picking one up over Lee. That is 20-10. And for some reason, Lee decided to put a link to the True Lies IMDb page on his match comments. Morphod just saying hate. Also missed Jediluke's comment on his game. Why is there no X10 option?
Because we're not insane. That's why.
Indeed. Dracona waiting very patiently in that corner. Oh, nice hit by Sirius. And he's going to take him out, take out Dracona there with a nice, we call those P-Funk homers, the way they just keep tracking and tracking. A little bit of damage for Dracona, though. That's good. Oh, Sirius is deadly with those things like Vulcan. Of course, in D2, his favorite weapon, the Gauss Cannon. It's definitely, last few moments here, been sneaking up on Dracona pretty good. Dracona just again waiting in this room. Seeing what she can find. And again, looking the wrong way. Sirius, though, couldn't capitalize on that. Too far off.
Yeah, kind of gave away his position unneededly.
I believe it's going to be the last game of the round as well, too. So as soon as this one's done, we'll have a short break in between rounds, and then we'll start round 2.
That sounds good.
Oof. Rough meeting in the main room there. Dracona picking up the kill, 13-9.
Oh.
There's the lasers. That's what you don't want to see. Dracona up front with lasers.
No. I have nightmares.
Dracona emptying the concussion container there. Sirius able to fight out of that corner without taking a whole lot of damage, if any.
Dracona looked like she stood back and was she was paying attention to the lighting, and she could tell he was coming around the corner.
14-10 though. Sirius is able to pick one up. Oh, very nice. Very patient by Dracona, just sitting just underneath that lip of that room there, and then just coming up and smacking him. 15-10 now. I almost feel like the pace has picked up a little bit here.
It has a little bit. I agree.
Uh-oh. Dracona's not on that, but she was able to get out of the room really quick without taking damage here. Oh, Dracona stalking him there at this point. Couldn't get a good position on him, though. Ouch. The Vulcan damage, some missile damage in there. Nice Vulcan there by Sirius. With a whole bunch of hits. And he'll pick up the kill there, 15-11. So since he went on that brief death spree, it's kind of been a little even here. Dracona getting a quick one back again. But this phase of the game definitely feels like it's been a lot closer than previous ones. Dracona knows he's there, but ends up losing him. Very nice. Sirius hearing the noise, going straight into that room and catching Dracona off guard. 4-point game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
That was close. Yeah, when you're playing a great player, you have to pay attention to all the visual and audio cues as much as possible. You want to try to have as much of an advantage as you can. You don't want to get anybody behind you or take advantage of a situation. So it's very important to pay attention.
Yep. Melvin, you missed out earlier that Rethink's computer is not working. He was disconnecting constantly, so he's actually withdrawn. Oh, Dracona with another one there. And looks like she's closing in on victory, 17-12. Quad 4s versus regular 1s. I don't think Cyrus wants this fight. He will pick up something, though. Oh, jeez. Oh,
yeah, there was some of that. There was some hits there, no doubt.
It's like his goal was to get a weapon and get out of there, and unfortunately he took some damage on the way out. Ooh, I missed that. Serious?
Yeah, she got behind him.
Sirius open up a bunch of doors here. Oh, surprised Dracona didn't check. I feel like Sirius got a freebie there. Oh, speaking of freebies. 2 quick kills. Definitely changes the dynamic of this endgame a little bit. We got another 18-14 on our hands.
Yeah, that should slow Dracona down slightly, but I don't see it change too much.
Yeah, she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to change. She was just too quick getting back to her weapons, and Sirius was just waiting. I feel now she can just take her time, pick things up when she gets by them. She may already have the Vulcan. I don't see that down. Yeah, she's got Vulcan, so that's all she needs for now. It was enough for her to go back and pick up the spread fire. Trying that Vulcan duel with Sirius, I'm not sure that's the best thing she could be doing, but no major damage traded between the two. Oh, look at this fight. And Dracona taking him out over in that little ramp. We got one to go.
Sirius running out of Vulcan right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look out. Don't want to end like that. Dracona just very patiently waiting. Just not even reacting to the sound that's going on. Sirius coming to the room. He seemed to know where she was, though. I think Dracona's might be doing that a bit too much. Nice stem share by Sirius, trying to get another one on the board before this is over. And Dracona's hurt. Just gonna go back, pick up some additional weapons here. Definitely with a missile advantage now. Oh, Dracona, very nice. Getting the better of that trade. And Sirius picks up another one, 19-16. So Sirius not going down. Oh, well, never mind. He is there. And that's the final 20-16. So some nice close games for round one. We have the 20-16 here. We have the 20-14 in P-Funk's game. A lot of good games going on so far. So that'll be an extra point there for Dracona. We'll pick up one for Morphod as well. And unfortunately, we do have a couple people out. It's going to be Rethink is going to be out, and P-Funk is withdrawn for a little bit as well. So we'll update those scores there. There they are. And as soon as everything gets together on the server, we'll go ahead and advance. So 20-16 on that one. We've got some really good matches so far, I think.
Yeah, there were some very good, very close matches.
Mm-hmm. So with this, we should be expecting some more action from that top half. Dracona, Jediluke, Morphod, and Firex. We should be seeing a couple people. That group should get shuffled if I program well, which may or may not be a thing. So, and then Cyrus, Lee, Melvin, Sirius, they're going to be in the bottom half. I would not want to be in that bottom half against Sirius, though. Sirius, unless Melvin gets them in take two, I can see Sirius picking up a bunch of wins here. Let me just make sure that things are in order. Yeah, Cyrus, that's unfortunate. And I'm not quite sure how this is going to work either, just simply because I was unable to cancel that game between Cyrus and Rethink. So we might have to do a couple things manually, which would suck. But we'll try to get this going as quickly as we can.
I do have a question about the tournament.
Sure.
Say for next week, if someone wants to join in the tournament, are they allowed to, or are we just having a set amount of players from the first week?
Anyone can join for these first three qualifiers. You can play all three. You can play one of them. You can play one game from one of them. That's all fine. The main thing is at the end in the fourth week. That's when it's more of an invitational style than anything. So,
I gotcha.
So anyone can play any of these games here. So that's definitely one of the goals too, was to try to make it casual. So you come and go as you please. You don't necessarily need to be here to participate all the time. So there's stuff like that. Yeah, Cyrus, I'm gonna figure that out. For some reason, I cannot force that game closed, which I wanted to do, and it's not quite. Like I said, that game may actually mess with the way that it does the standings. So we'll see what happens. It's just unfortunate you get that stuff like that every once in a while, where someone will have trouble with their computer or their connection goes down. It's the nature of the internet. That's how it's going to happen. So. And as soon as that match shows up as finalized, we'll go ahead and move along here. Yep, there it is. All right. So let me see if I can properly continue this, or if we're going to have some additional issues here. All right, give this a try. Yep, it's working, and oh boy, this first one's a doozy. Jediluke and Dracona are going to be playing in Wrath X5. It's going to be more fun and serious and rip. Oh, hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm going to have to do these manually here because it put rethink in there, and it shouldn't be doing that. It should be... That should be Lee versus Firix. So I'm going to close this. It's not going to be rethinking Firix. I'm going to have to do these manually from here on out. That's fine. Oops. Sorry about that. And it's going to be in Lee's home level, I believe. Alright, just give me a second here because I need to let people know what's going on. Alright, so the match that I'm going to be observing for this one is going to be Jedi and Dracona. Those two have a very long, storied rivalry, and it's in one of Jediluke's best levels that was designed by his opponents. So this should be pretty fun. Lotharbot saying, your bot sucks, you need a better bot. Hashtag Lotharbot.
Jeez.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I'm just waiting for that game to come up, and it is up. It's forming, so as soon as that gets past forming, we'll be getting into that one. Just making sure that Lee and Firix have their channel going. I have two Lees in here. Why do I have two Lees in here? All right, game is up. We're going to go ahead and get into this. I wouldn't be surprised there's like 2 kills already. Yep, 1 to 1. 1 to 1.
You called it. Very good.
So very small level, and there's 50 smart missiles strewn about this level right now.
About 49 too many, I think.
I think Jediluke thinks it's 50 too few. Ooh, Jedi just barely getting out of there. Jediluke. I think that was a... Oh, what? That was good. Jediluke getting the kill and Dracona getting the explosion to make it 2 to 2. Just a lot of smart missiles everywhere. I mean, that's pretty much this level. I mean, this is just, it's almost too much to call.
Yeah, it just comes down to who can dodge the best, because there's weapons are plentiful.
I want to point that kill out there. Jediluke getting it through the grate. So not only able to place the smart missile properly to get the kill very quick, he puts that smart missile in just the perfect spot there.
Do it again right there.
Yes, 4 to 2 now. 5 to 2. 4 in a row now for Jediluke. Just... That's just... I think Jediluke just fired 7 smart missiles in a row into that room. And you can only hold 5 at once, but there's so many. I mean, you're picking them up as you use them. And it's not like, you know, there's a bunch over in that closet over there, but it's not like you can't find a smart missile just by flying around here. Oh! Jedi just barely avoiding that. And Dracona finally getting a kill there. That looked like it was a Vulcan kill, though. String of plasma blobs just following Dracona there. And Jedi, very nice kill there. Just waiting for it to settle down. Nice moves there by Dracona to get away. And it seems that Jedi's strategy is to try to snuff her out, and then when he figures out where she is, he overwhelms her dodging ability. That seems to be how he's getting the most kills there. She got the jump on him there. He didn't know where she was. And she'll pick up a quick kill there. Ooh, nice kill. 8-4. Dracona very aggressive in getting her weapons back. Didn't cost her, though. Man. This is so fast-paced.
Yeah, I was expecting about a 10-minute match. I think it's pretty much on that pace.
It's on about an 8-minute pace. Although if they don't kill each other soon, it might be closer to 10. Yeah, can't avoid all of those. She gave herself enough room for the second to last missile, and then when the last missile came in, she had no room left to dodge. Jediluke fairly dominant, 7-2 run here in the last 4 minutes. Dracona finding it difficult to pick up some kills. Well, there she goes again, a primary kill. I point that out just because of how difficult that is when there's 50.
It's a beautiful kill.
There's a suicide. Jediluke hitting the smart on the ground in front of him. Didn't have enough shields to take the blast. Oh, if those were smarts and not concussions, Jedi'd be in world hurt right now. Oh, gets the kill back, 9-5, down that tunnel. Look out! Oh yeah, I saw that coming. That's the nice part about observer mode, is that you can see things coming that the other pilot doesn't. Just like wait for it. Double kill on that slanted hallway there, 11-6.
In such a small level, it's a hindrance to ever hold on to any missiles. You pick them up, you fire them off, and you just continue to do that.
A lot of people call it taping down the secondary button. Oh! Couldn't get around that one. And Dracona is just... she's getting fed right now. And in a game like, say, League of Legends, getting fed's a good thing? Not here. In the corner. Oh, I thought Jedi was going to be able to take advantage here. Look out! Yep. There were only so many ways that Dracona could go, and I think Jediluke managed to find them all. Dracona getting caught in the closet. And that's 5 in a row now for Jediluke, and that's not even in a minute span. It's just been going that fast. 15-6. Six in a row now. This game was 10-6 at one point. wasn't looking like a particularly amazing blowout, but Jediluke has definitely put the pedal to the metal. So he knows he needs to stay there.
He's the ultimate second half player. Always has been.
And that move that he just pulled off over on that right side, over by where the warning signs are, showed not just his offensive prowess, but he knew that he was trapped back there, and he waited for the right missiles to land in the right spot so that he could get away. It's one thing to be able to fire missiles all day. It's another to be able to avoid them when they're all coming at you. Dracona picking one up there. A rare catch out there for Jediluke getting caught out in that energy center.
Also got almost really unlucky with that respawn.
Yes.
It's a shame that Dracona didn't have more missiles.
A level like this, it's hard not to have more missiles. And they'll kill each other there. Jedi's it looked like it was lasers. Did not look like a missile or anything. Dracona was waiting for that Vulcan to come online so she could get some hits off on Jedi, but by the time it did, he was around the corner. A little bit of damage, not too much. I almost feel at times that Dracona might be playing too primary oriented. It's not bad to have it in the mix in a level like this, because you can catch someone by surprise, but like there, for example, it seemed like she was very content dogfighting with the Vulcan versus the barrage of smart missiles, and that'll do it. Another 20-8 win for Jediluke. 2 in a row for him. And that was on my clock, it was not even 9 minutes. So very fast game there. Jediluke picking up his second win. And we'll see who else we got going here. We got Morphod Sirius. We got Melvin Cyrus. We got Lee Firix. I am thinking that I want to hop into that Take-Two game between Melvin and Cyrus, because that's a level that Melvin is really good in. We may have, they may not have opened it up for observing.
Bastards.
So that's going to leave Rip and Ostrich Farm. I have to see what this Ostrich Farm is about.
Do you really want to see it?
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm wondering what I'm looking at. This is what is this? Other than ridiculously huge. There is an ostrich in this level, too.
Oh my.
This is a giant level. This harkens back to the, what's that series of levels called? Total Chaos? With the size?
Yeah.
Now, if I don't see a Mega Missile come out in here, I'm going to be very disappointed in Lee. I don't know if there's Megas in here. But Lee is very much a, he's a Mega Missile player. He likes playing with the big guns.
Yeah, with the size of this level, I think Earthshaker should be in this level as well.
A little bit of action over here in the hallway. Definitely going to have to be a lot more proactive as an observer in this level, because when they're on the other side of the level and they duck in the hallway, it's hard to see what's going on. So we get a nice up-close look at the beak.
I think it's a tribute to the little-known ostrich god. I think that's what that is.
So this is kind of turning into like a dogfight, which that's not terrible. And Firex picking up Lee in the energy center there. And Firex, he's got a pretty sizable lead here, 8-3. And keep in mind, these guys are probably about 15 minutes in, 10 to 15 minutes in. So this isn't a bad time for a level either. Now that was interesting. Just kind of like a little shaft there that Firex got caught and Lee able to take advantage. And they have an ostrich in the way of their fight.
It happens all the time.
All the time.
All the time. I hate when that happens. It's like I just want to fight, but the ostrich just keeps getting in the way.
The thing is, I'm trying to get above the ostrich so I can see from above, but there's another room above this. and it doesn't work because you're looking through a floor. And yeah, Firex 9-4. You can see a lot of the game is being played in the ostrich room. Not very often are you seeing someone go up into this upper room here. It almost makes me think that you could cut that upper room out at this level and it would still play largely the same, at least for these two pilots.
I agree. You can keep the ostrich in there with the lower portion of the level, and yeah, the upper half can go.
Yeah, it's a nice novelty to have something like that in the level.
Yeah.
Especially if it's very dogfight oriented. I like this though. Firex getting some nice hits there on Lee. Lee was trying to back off and use his plasma to try to fend off, Firex chasing him. And Firex didn't chase him, but he didn't need to. He just had the better weapon. It's also interesting that you can shoot into and out of that room through those side grates over there. On either side of the ostrich. But on a level of this size, it's, it's not very often you're going to be able to use something like that to your advantage.
And the dogfighting room is so large, you're going to have to stick with the faster weapons just to be effective at all.
Indeed. Lee loves lasers. In fact, Lee loves level 1 lasers. Ooh. Very nice. Lee setting up the trap. Firex following him in. Lee cutting the lead to 5. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. And now we're upstairs. And I'm not really sure what that means, but they very quickly are going to run into each other here.
Is it weird that I think the ostrich is staring at me?
It stares at you from any angle.
Yeah.
It's one of those ostriches.
I think it's trying to read my mind, and I think I should leave.
The ostrich peers into your soul.
I'm a little uncomfortable, I have to admit, Ron.
Firex up 11-5.
I think this whole thing was a bad idea.
It might be. I think this is Lee's way of getting a psychological advantage, not just over his opponents, but over the observers as well. Firex finding Lee there. Can he get the kill? Lee's going to back off. Firex is chasing. That might not be a good idea against the spread fire, and Lee will pick up the kill. 11-6. I think if we're at this angle, this is much better because we don't have to stare at him.
I'm just staring down the bottom floor to avoid the piercing.
He's avoiding eye contact with the ostrich. There we go again. Lee with the fusion. Firex definitely doesn't want to fight fusion with lasers. Oh!
Very nice.
That was a nice little moth there. Firex taking that fusion. Now, if Lee's smart, he's going to use a fast weapon here to finish him off, but he wants to get that overkill with the fusion. Firex trying to come behind here. And Firex does pick up the kill there, so 12-6. I hear Lee, but I don't see him. Oh, he's upstairs. There he is. I wonder if those two shafts are the only. It looks like those two shafts are the only way up into that upper level. Ooh, we did take that homer. You guys did not see it hit, but the damage was very audible. So I think Lee's got to be a little worried here. Hasn't been able to really do anything outside of traps like that. If he can keep Firex running into those kind of corner traps, he might be able to pick up an advantage, but once Firex is onto him, I think that Firex will have a better game. There's the quad fours. But Firex getting in there with the Vulcan, just stepping right up. Oh, Firex doesn't know that Lee sees him. Lee is not following. Lee's going to go ahead and collect some... oh, I thought he was going to collect some weapons. There's plenty in here. There we go. Spread fire duel in the ostrich room. Jeez, a lot of action here, but no real damage to talk about. Firex going to switch over to the Vulcan. Now we got some damage traded. And Firex getting a lot better damage off with the Vulcan. He'll pick up the kill, 14-7. Oh, Lee just able to back off enough to avoid that damage from Firex. Firex looking to see where he went. And Lee, that's a pretty sneaky move there, just getting behind Firex. I don't know if Firex got caught on the geometry or what. Oh, we
might have. From my angle, it kind of looked like he did.
Yeah. Lee checking to see if Firex spawned up above, and of course he did, but immediately went down the opposite way from where Lee went. It's interesting because it looks like that you can't actually get outside of this little house area. So that's kind of like a pseudo skybox that you're looking at up above there. Chasing him into the hallway again. Oh no, he's not this time. Oh, baiting out that smart missile. Firex is going to keep on that Vulcan, though. It's interesting to see Firex is also conserving the ammo with it. He's not just taping the button down. He's only hitting him when he's sure he's going to get damage.
It's a very wise move.
Having to switch over to the spread fire, that's not a bad thing, picking up his 15th. And it's been pretty much 2-1 the whole way. No real momentum shifts or anything. Lee's caught him a couple times with a nice trap in the hallway, but you're only going to catch out someone so many times that way. Lee is getting some nice damage here, though. Making us stare at the ostrich here. Well, that's brave. Fusion in a dogfight room that big. Takes 2 shots, and then Firex just says, that's enough. 16-8. Be back in the hallways here. Well, Lee should see him here. Lee should know where he is. Yep. Just that little bit of information by Lee nets him a kill. 16-9. Again, Lee should see where he went if he was paying attention. Yes. So Lee knows where he is. Could be trying to track him down here. Back in the main room. Let's see where they go. Ah. Farks did a bit of a U-turn here. That probably saved him from another death. Got the Vulcan dogfight going. No, he's shooting the ostrich. What? Lee taking a very uncomfortable route into the ostrich there. And Firex makes sure it gets backed up. 17-9.
I still can't believe we're watching this. This is. It's just like Morphod said. I think Lee should be punished severely
Well,
to the fullest extent of the law.
He's getting punished here. 17-9 is not a score I want to be on the receiving end of.
Well, it's clear that he's worshiping a false god,
Yes.
and it's not panning out like he thought it would.
Now, would you say if that was a statue to Jediluke, would that be a proper god?
Sure, I'll go with
We'll
that.
go with that. Oh, Firex backing into the smart missile. 17-10 now. Definitely didn't see something like that coming in here. The game in RIP has concluded. It's going to be a win for Morphod over Sirius, 20-12.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming.
No, I thought it was certainly going to be a close game, but 20-12.
I mean, Morphod does typically have an advantage over Sirius. Back when he was silver, those two were pretty common opponents. So that was a concussion that just caught out Lee. And Firex is 2 points from victory here. And then we can get out of here. Oh my god.
Yeah, just 2 more kills and everybody can delete the level.
Yep.
And we can move on.
No, well, Lee might have to play this one more time.
No, wait, he doesn't have to. Let's just move on.
Yes. So that means that we're definitely going to be seeing Morphod Jediluke next round. And it's also definitely going to be in RIP. So those are 2 things that we already know what a round 3 match is going to be. Lee trying to fight off Firex here. Firex again with that just burst Vulcan. It's been so effective in the dogfight room for him. It's not just that he's conserving it; he's shooting and hitting with it almost every time. And it's really impressive. I have no idea. I should ask these guys what their ping is too, because these are both of our European players in the tournament. Oh, what? Lee firing that smart missile through the grate. And Firex says, I got it, put me in, coach. I am ready to play.
That was a fantastic catch. I should be on like Sports Center highlights or something.
Firex, interesting call to use the fusion here, but ends up getting him with a missile. 19-11, game point. Multi-Man says, I just woke up to this level. I'm going back to sleep.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Go outside and enjoy the weather if you live somewhere warm. You should come back in about 2 minutes, so it's almost over.
Yeah,
So don't get too far. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, right. Sirius says hashtag not top 10. Oh, I love this. look out. Lee just barely dodging that. Lee trying to stay alive. He's got 11. I'm sure he wants more than 11. Farks make a bit of noise there, but Lee did not catch it. Lee going upstairs looking for a bunch of missiles here. He'll find some missiles. There's a little sneaky energy recharge there. And is Lee just going to wait upstairs? No. He wouldn't do that to us. Well, Firix is behind him. Not the place you want to be. And that'll do it. Firix takes down Lee 20 to 11 in a level that stares into your soul.
Oh no, it's over.
Oh, you want more?
Yeah. Can Jediluke and Morphi play in this one again?
Oh, jeez. We're just gonna stare at the ostrich for a little bit here, just because.
But good game anyway. It was still a game. People they were firing weapons at each other.
Yes, it was a game. That was a game, guys. So, all right. So let me get these results going. It was Jediluke 20, Dracona 8 in Wrathex 5. We have Firix 20, Lee 11 in Ostrich Farm. I believe we had Morphod 20, Sirius 12 in Rip. And what was the last game that was? Cyrus? Cyrus won? Is that right? Cyrus 2012? Oh, yeah, Cyrus 20. And Melvin 12. And that was in take 2. So that round 2 is complete. And let me just update this because we have that one. Morphod getting his second win. Firix actually has 2 wins, so that might throw things into a little bit of a loop. So we may not know what one of the next games is. And oh, I'm still apparently in the level. Let me get out of there.
Get out! Hurry!
Right.
What are you doing?
I know. I was staring at the ostrich.
No, that's okay. I understand. It was staring at me too.
So give me a second here because I do have to match these folks up. But we still have all 8 people: Cyrus, Melvin, Dracona, Jedi, Lee, Firix, Morphod, and Sirius. So give me one moment, and I'm going to go ahead and manually do the pairings. This has been a long time since I've had to do a Swiss setup. And hopefully next week we'll have this down, and this is the first week we've used this. I'm not surprised we're having issues. So this one, first one was... So I gotta see who was home and who was away for all the matches. And we should have this. This shouldn't take too long here. -1 point for wireless. Yes, indeed. 12 isn't bad. I'm surprised that Cyrus was able to take out Melvin. I almost thought about heading into that and checking that game out, but that didn't. Ended up that just went too fast. Let's see, Firix. Yeah, that was his home level the first time he was away. The second game, Jedi was home. Where did Morphod play that last game? That was in Rip, so that's actually going to be... So it's not going to be Jediluke and Morphod, because one of those two have to be away, so one of those two will play Firix. It's probably going to be an RNG. Let's see, Dracona... Last game played away, so she's probably going to play her home level next game. Lee was home. Sirius was Nah, yeah, he was home twice. Wait, no, he wasn't. Okay, so let me quickly do... Because the way that I'm doing some of the pairings is, since we don't have any way to tie-break anyone, is just simple RNG, so I'm just going to roll here to see who plays Firex this round. Let's see. And then Dracona's got 3 potential opponents she can play. So let's line those up. Actually, only 2 potential opponents. And then... Cool. All right, so the next round of matches is... We're going to have... It's going to be Jediluke versus Firex in Swiss Cheese Sorrow. We're going to have Morphod playing Cyrus, and that will be in Ascend. We're going to have Dracona playing Lee, and that will be in Rip. And then there's going to be Melvin playing Sirius, and that will also... hold on. Did I say that right? No, yeah, Melvin playing Sirius in Lee. So let me get those going. Start those in a second. Want to also get the channels underway here. Trying to remember, who was Sirius played the first round? That was Dracona, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right, so those are the matches. I think out of those, we haven't taken a look at Cyrus yet, so we're probably that's probably the one I'm going to do is Cyrus Morphod for this round. So we're going to go ahead and check those out. Also going to set up some channels real quick. Oops. I keep knocking myself out of here whenever I try to go in to delete the channel. Right. All right, so looks like Dracona's going to be taking a quick break, which is cool. But we'll see as soon as Morphod and Cyrus get their Ascend game going. Ascend, a nice level, nice small level. Me and Morphod play the strangest games in Ascend. And I don't know what it is with that level, but just like we'll have so many weird things happen. It's going to be great. I don't think P-Funk came back yet either, so he said he might end up coming back. But I'm not entirely sure when. So just waiting for the next round of games to get started. Of course, I am fully expecting... Well, here's the interesting thing, because if Cyrus wins this game, we will have at least 2 people with 2 points, possibly 3 if Dracona wins hers. We may not get Jediluke Morphod. That may not be one of the matches we play today. So we'll see. The game is up for Cyrus and Morphod, and I already hear Vulcan. That must be Cyrus. For those that are not aware, Cyrus doesn't know what any weapon other than Vulcan is. And that may sound like a joke, but it's not. So expect Cyrus to be extremely heavy on the Vulcan. He is good with it. And when he runs out of Vulcan, expect Morphod to pick up the points. Cyrus, very quick, off to that 1-0 kill. Oh, Morphod just narrowly dodging that. Morphod's also a very good fusion player. Cyrus, what'd I tell you? Vulcan again. But, ooh, Morphod, long distance. 1-1. Very fast-paced to start. It's kind of a small level, so you expect that, but Ascend does have some mind games that can be played. Was that one of those lasers that Cyrus just got?
That was lasers.
Wow. Maybe Cyrus has turned over a new leaf. I don't know.
I think he just he missed hitting the 2 as he accidentally hit the 1. That was the problem.
Hit the wrong button. And Cyrus up 3-1 here. Cyrus is actually doing really well. I think that 20-12 match he had against Melvin, I would also almost consider that an upset. Not just an upset, but a very good, the 20-12. That's convincing.
Yeah, 20-12 is definitely a convincing win.
The typical, in the tunnel we go, Morphod getting the kill, 3-2. Yeah, typically you say if it's, Cyrus getting it right back. And that spawn, though. That's a very close spawn. I was saying, when you see a game 20-13, the common knowledge goes that if you win 20-13, you typically that means if you have about a 95% chance of winning every game you play against the person you play. Cyrus, look at this. Just the thing about Cyrus's Vulcan, it's not just that he uses it all the time, but he knows not just how to aim with it, but how to move while he's aiming. And that last little exchange in the main room there, he was headed for that curved tunnel, but the entire time was just hitting Morphod with that Vulcan. Morphod a little upset here, I would imagine, with this start. Especially after that suicide. I'm pretty sure that suicide was intentional.
Yeah, and this is Cyrus is one of his good levels that he plays. He's beaten Jediluke. His first win against Jediluke was in this level. He beat a little bit lesser known player named DJ CGR in this level. I still don't think he's beaten Mark.
Yeah, Mark. There's a few people that there's quite a few people that haven't beaten Mark yet, but have beaten Jediluke. I believe Dracona's on that list as well. Lothar Bot also on that list. Cyrus stalking him down. Morphod trying to do the head fake with the pillar. Eats a homer for his troubles. Oh, this is not a good place to be. Yep. Cyrus executed that perfectly after Morphod was in the energy center. Oh, Wolf, you did beat Mark. Okay, fair enough. Monkey bars, of course. So
Like in real monkey bars? Like they actually play, like in the playground. They played like
no.
in the playground.
There's a level called monkey bars. You should try it. Try it.
I'll try it sometime. Sure.
Cyrus is all over Morphod here. I am surprised by this early result. Morphod is going to do one of two things, and he's doing the thing I don't want him to do. And that's get frustrated and do spite suicides and just basically hand the game over to Cyrus. That's almost what this feels like. This doesn't feel like a rivalry that Morphod has traditionally dominated. This feels like Morphod imploding.
Yeah, starting the suicides this early is not a good idea.
Yes. Look at this. 7 to -1.
It's going to go all downhill from this point.
It is.
He doesn't stop doing it.
If he wants to win, if he wants to be entertaining, I think Morphod is taking a Warlord timeout here, or is typing something witty.
He could be ordering a pizza like a Warlord would, no doubt.
Ordering a pizza, no doubt. He's only got level 1s, though. He's got to go find his weapons. Cyrus is just going to pick him apart if he tries to go at him with level 1s, and that's exactly what's going on. A 9-point lead. And this is not at all what I expected. Now, I also need to point out, we have seen Morphod on the Observatory before in Ascend. And that game ended 20-0. That was Jediluke. And it wasn't a similar style game. Morphod looked to be legitimately trying. Cyrus, 9-0. Lagger. Morphod, no! Oh! Couldn't get away from the smart. Nothing's working for him right now.
Yeah, he got clipped again by that smart.
Mm-hmm. Cyrus being very careful here. Oh, yeah, I think he clipped one of those blobs. I heard some kind of damage that wasn't involved in.
Yeah, Birdseye talking about how Warlord wouldn't take those timeouts. I think that is true. Yeah, him and I played quite a bit back in the day. He certainly would camp. That was his style. He would find a certain area. Aglia is one particular. It gave him a lot of room to move around and just kind of sit and wait.
Aglia, that's a level that's just not played these days.
Probably for good reason. It's just too large.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's a level Ancient of Days. Nice double kill, 11-1. Ancient of Days actually uses a part of that level.
That's correct. That's right.
Oh, Morphod couldn't get the vertical fusion quite right there. And it's not that Morphod is moving poorly. He's just playing into Cyrus's game too easily here. Oh boy, I can't see this ending well for Morphod. Cyrus chasing him down on the hunt, 12-1. That was nice. Cyrus went through and got that shield and got out of there so fast. Morphod was waiting for him to pick him up, and he was already gone. Oh, boy. And you notice there, Cyrus switching off that Vulcan probably ran out of ammo. Morphod picking up the kill, 12-2. Morphod seems to be finding his legs here, finally. He's not making any critical mistakes or anything, and just making sure that he gets the damage off that he needs to on Cyrus without taking too much in return.
Yeah, 20 to 12 is, it's not insurmountable. You can come back from that. You just have to change up
Too, yeah.
pretty much just the exact opposite of what you're doing.
Cyrus looked like a homer, 13 to 2. And this game has slowed down. I mean, we had this game was 8-0 in 6 minutes, but in 4 minutes we've only gotten about we've gotten a few kills, but nothing too serious. Cyrus with a camp here. Morphod gonna go looking for him. Morphod baiting out a bit of Vulcan there. And Cyrus just step ahead with that Vulcan. Cyrus using fusion. I'd rather stare at the ostrich than watch Cyrus use fusion.
Wouldn't we all?
Morphod just absolutely.
Yeah, he's shooting randomly. He's giving away his position. Cyrus is just waiting for him to come around the corner. It's not doing anything that's really effective.
Flailing is a word I'm going to use here.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Feels like. Morphod's turn to camp. Should get something here. Oh no! I don't know if he just didn't see him or if he felt that the engagement was too disadvantageous. And Cyrus gonna get a couple hits off. Oh, Morphod trading back and finally getting another kill. 14 to 3. The thing is here is if why not observe a closer game? This is the thing is that we thought this would be fairly close. We did not expect this to be a blowout. And in fact, this is like probably maybe Melvin and Sirius would be closer. I would expect the other 2 games in this series in this round to be a blowout. And I just picked the top game there. Morphod suiciding, not surprising given the score. At this point, suicides are for survival, which doesn't really make sense. I could bail midstream, but that'd be a little disrespectful. Wouldn't want to do that. Cyrus getting a little overconfident using the fusion there, and that didn't end well. 15 to 3. Morphod with the primary button taped down at this point. Just wants Cyrus running scared. And there we go, 15 to 4. Morphod with 2 in a row. See, this is if the game started this way, this would be a lot closer. Cyrus getting him in the main room, 16 to 4. And second one there, 17 to 4. Just couldn't get away from Smart's barrage. Oh, back hallway there. Not a whole lot. We got a dogfight going on. Oh, Morphod. Very nice. Morphod just turned Cyrus silly there. What? Morphod staying alive. 17 to 4. Well, not staying alive, but making sure Cyrus doesn't get any more points. 17 to 4. I don't disagree with it, but oh, well, did I hear Cyrus take damage there?
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
he ran into one of those mines and we just didn't see it. 17-5 again. Morphot seems to be doing his best to try to maintain this momentum. You see what he's doing there. He's mining up that Vulcan. Very nice. Cyrus trying to take out those mines, but Morphot, that's a bad spot to be. Oh, gets behind Cyrus, and very nice kill there, 17-6. But Cyrus picking up a kill there, and that collision 18-6 now. Just not a whole lot. Oh, well, there we go. Not a whole lot Morphod can really do at this point. Even with suicides, it's just going to take one smart missile to finish this. Or a good fusion shot. It looks like Cyrus is going for the fusion. Morphod trying to fend him off with the lasers there. It does work. Cyrus runs away. Ooh, that's close. Cyrus taking a bit of green beans. Can come through that curved tunnel. Morphod. No, he's not. Change his mind. And that'll do it. 20-7. That was unexpected. That's Morphod. That was highly unexpected. Definitely a huge win there for Cyrus. I'm going to jump into the serious Melvin game. This one is actually closer. And it's actually still in the first half, 8-6. Melvin trailing here. But yeah, I can't believe that game went as badly as it did for Morphod. That's normally he's normally fairly comfortable in there.
Yeah, I just say I was pretty surprised by it too. After a certain point, there wasn't much he could do.
Mm-hmm.
It was obvious that the suicides weren't going to help him at all. It's just, try to get as many kills as you can before the game's over with and just move on to the next game.
Yeah, I almost feel like if that game had, like, restart when Cyrus had 10, it would be a lot closer. Morphod seemed to have to adjust to something there, whether it was Cyrus's connection or what. But regardless, Melvin closing within one here on Sirius. Kind of crazy to think that neither of these guys have a point yet. Sirius picking up one there, 9-7. Morphod is extremely upset with that last game. I mean, I would be too. That start was just brutal.
Yeah, just like I said, move on to the next game, try to get over it.
Yeah.
As, at this point,
how did Melvin live there? Melvin should not be alive. He should totally be dead here. But I think Sirius is also hurting too, so this could be one of those where both pilots pretty low on shields, trying to be as cautious as possible. And Melvin's going to be picking up that kill, pulling back within one, 9-8. Wow, Melvin tying it up, 9-9 there. Nice use of spread fire there. Sirius going to try to come through that door. He sees the mines there. Now, Melvin knows he didn't come through the door because he would have heard the mines. Oh, and that was beautiful. That was very patient by Melvin. 3 in a row now as they're playing in that hallway. Sirius got to run, but not too far. You can just cut those off, and they're going to play in the tunnel here. Sirius trying to get out before Melvin chases him down. He still takes the homer damage. I almost feel that Melvin has picked up some serious momentum here.
Yeah, sad to say, I have not got the chance, or the pleasure, I guess you could say, to play Melvin. I know that he was old IDL upper tier pilot. I think he retired early 2002, if I recall correctly.
Mm-hmm.
He played some in 2001. And with the resurgence the past few years, I haven't been around much. But it's great to have these old school pilots back and playing.
Sirius tying it back up 10-10. Another thing, interesting fact about Melvin is he is one of the few pilots on the DCL that has legitimately made a run from bronze to gold.
That's very unusual. I think Cyrus is the other one.
Cyrus has done it. I think technically Mo has done it, but I'm not sure if that because he was bronze for like 2 days.
Hmm.
But I mean, Melvin was bronze for a lot longer. When he was we're going back to like the Denver LAN here, and when he was at that LAN, he was solidly in bronze. Like I think I played a game with him and I had him 20-13, and since then he's just played stronger pilots and has improved dramatically. Melvin camping in that corner. He hears that missile, but it's not going to see Cyrus coming through, or Sirius rather, coming through. Oh, that was a serious mistake. And Melvin picking up that one, 11-10. Very close game here. Oh, that was a conk to the face. Melvin catches Sirius off guard. Sirius has to retreat into the tunnel. Melvin right there. Sirius tried to catch him with smart, but didn't work. Sirius chasing him out of the main room here. That is such a dangerous corner to sit in. Melvin waits out Sirius. Just doing some missile collection at this point. And that's a 1-for-1. Melvin maintains the 1 kill lead, 12-11. Did Vaniac also make the run from bronze to gold? I'm not sure. I want to say...
I think he started back in silver.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but I think he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he either started with silver or got the silver promo challenge right away, which you can't place in the silver initially. I don't recall there being a bronze Vaniac for longer than a promotion tournament. All right. Morphot keeps saying that he's a dead man come the tournament. We shall see how that goes. Feeling each other out now, tied at 12. Melvin taking some Vulcan damage there. Sirius has to back away. Melvin chasing him down here. seem to be feeling each other out at this point, not really wanting to engage for longer than a few moments. Melvin just up in that main room. Sirius has got to be suspecting something at this point. Oh, this could get interesting. Nope. And Sirius picking up some damage there. And just like that, he's gone. I liked how there Melvin kind of like settled into the corner as Sirius was going down that hallway. It's almost like Melvin had a sixth sense knowing that he needed to cover that side in case Sirius comes around. Oh, Firex correcting me. It looks like Vaniac did have about 50 games as bronze.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm not paying attention that much. The banter in chat right now is just amusing. Not a whole lot going on. It's been over 2.5 minutes since we've gotten a kill here. Sirius, though. Oh, nice! Oh, he must have seen him in the review. That was very nice.
That was tasty. Very sneaky by Melvin there, planting that missile in just the perfect spot. 13-12. See, you can't do that against Melvin. He's played Morphod too much. 13-13. See what we got. Spread fire battle here. Sirius gonna take him out. So Sirius, after being slightly behind in the match, so reestablished the lead, 14-13. That was a collision. Ooh. Melvin really weak there, and Sirius gonna take advantage of it. Sirius putting on a bit of a show here. 5-1 in the last 4.5 minutes.
And he's sticking with that spread fire. It's working for him.
And those are very, very quick kills too. Oh boy. Melvin just ate that one on the nose. Good thing it wasn't smart. A little bit of damage on both sides there. Sirius gonna be taking the tunnel, refill some missiles. Melvin will hear that. He's gonna go to investigate. Oh. And that's a 1-for-1 again. 16-14. Sirius, though, with the advantage on that respawn. Much closer to those weapons. So yeah, we had a bit of time there where there was like no kills for almost 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden, just a fury of explosions. Melvin checking around the tunnel, nothing there. Here we go. Oh, Sirius catching Melvin looking the wrong way. Now with a 3-point lead, a 7-2 run. This is a strong finish for Sirius here.
Yeah, Melvin has just got he's got to take the tempo back. It's all I can really say. He has to get away from the spread fire. I'm actually kind of surprised that Sirius very, very good with quads. He's not been using it that often.
Right. And if you're Melvin at this point, I mean, I almost feel like he's being a little too cautious at times. Oh, no. I feel like that should have gone way worse for Melvin. He only got hit once. And Sirius gonna pick up the kill with that homing missile. 18-14.
And when you start getting down right around this point, 18-14, closing in at the end of the game, take your time. Don't respawn right away. You know, you want to go into the next battle with a level head, and just take a moment to think about what's working for you, what's not working for you, and go from there. And all you can do is just try to fix any issues you're having.
Yeah. Indeed. It looks like Lee and Dracona finished up. I'm not quite sure what the score was there, and I would imagine Jedi and Vyrix are done by now. So far, Jedi's played Vyrix, Dracona, and one other. So I think it was Sirius was his other game? No. What was his third game? I'm trying to think what his games were. Figure out if I can't see who gets to play next. Oh, that homing missile just curved so hard. Yeah, this is slowed right down. I'm not surprised by that. And Melvin's going to pick up a kill. Just had enough homing missiles here. Someone's going to get a nice treasure trove of missiles when they go through that tunnel there. There's 5 smarts in there right now. Melvin doing the suicide, he's probably pretty low. This is the right point in the game to do that.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Oh! Melvin picking up a floater. Yeah, Jedi started with... Yeah, it might have been with Melvin. And Sirius is going to be the winner. Melvin having to run away. And just feeling each other out. Should be a nice collision in this corner, though.
Oh, nice dodging.
Yes, Melvin making sure that none of those smarts pick him up. And, ooh. I almost thought Melvin was going to chase there. Sirius one take damage there. Melvin going under here. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this does. Sirius should be following Melvin here. I don't think he got much, if anything, there. Sirius definitely on the attack, though. Ooh, I thought one of those was going to pick him off, but it's going to be the comeback from that smart missile that he initially dodged. That's going to get the kill. Oh, Sirius, run. Yep, he dodges it. Or more outruns it, I guess, would be a better better way to put that. Sirius is on game point here. Melvin did have a 10-9 lead in this game. And some other leads, too. That wasn't the only one. Sirius just putting his foot down.
Yeah, you can see Sirius, he's using line of sight much more efficiently than Melvin is. Melvin is overcommitting at times. Sirius is just staying out of the line of fire as much as he can. He's picking them off just through attrition for the most part.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was a lot of plasma damage. Let's see if Melvin does the suicide here. It looks like he's... Nope. Just racing through the tunnel, making sure that he doesn't get caught in there. Look out. There's a suicide. 1913. That's another question. It's like, when is the right point to suicide shields what? I think everyone's kind of got like a different thought behind that.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of shields around ranging from 20 to 30, generally. I see that happen quite a bit.
Oh, serious. Look out. Does get away from that smart.
I think it's also the question is, how often should you use it? At what point do you realize it's not effective and then you just stop doing it? Yeah, just let the game end.
Mostly I see when people use it, and Melvin picking up a kill there in 1914, when they use it, they keep using it. They don't stop. It's like once you commit to it, you keep going.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of using that tactic. I understand it. I am fine with people using it. It's just not something I've ever wanted to incorporate into my style. Of course, you never want to get into the situation where you feel like you need to use it. So
yeah. Melvin wait in the main room. He's got those mines there. He went to try to blow him up and he missed. There he goes. He got rid of him that time. Oh, he should have something on Sirius here. Oh, and Sirius gonna pick him off with the smart missile. Just kind of got caught there. And it's gonna be 20 to 14. A win for Sirius. And I believe that's the last one there. So let me just update the scores here. Round 3 was Cyrus 20, Morphod 7, and Ascend. What was that last one? It was 2014? Was that right?
Yes. Yeah, it was 2014.
Sirius 20. Melvin 14 and Flea. And let me find out what happened with the other two games. Lee 20 to 5. That would be in RIP. Sorry, Lee lost 20 to 5. Dracona 20, Lee 5, and RIP. And then Jediluke Firex. Let me find out what happened with that one. And we should be able to get into the final round here. Let me get back to the main page here, and we'll update the scores. Wins being picked up by Jediluke, Cyrus, and Dracona. That's a big log jam at 2 points. And then Sirius also getting one. Oh, it's kind of crazy to think that Melvin has only won, or has not won a game this tournament. He's had a rough go of it for sure.
Yeah, he has.
Picked up some rough opponents. That was also 20 to 5. So Jedi 20 Firex 5. That's in Swiss Cheese Sorrow. And give me a moment, and we will set up the final round of the tournament in a moment here. So we have got Jediluke at 3, and we have this big old logjam at 2. Sirius, the only player with 1, and then Lee and Melvin with 0. Let me see if... Let me see who's... Because Jediluke so far, he's played Melvin in the first round. He played Dracona in the second round, and he's played Firex in the third round. So his possible opponents would either be Morphod or Cyrus. And either are valid, so let me roll that.
Yeah, Jediluke and Cyrus and Ascend. That would be fun to watch.
That's going to be Jediluke and Morphod.
All right, fine. I didn't want it anyway. Whatever, on.
But still, I mean, that's not a terrible matchup either. We also have to pick the home level for that one, because both have played their home level twice. That one will be in RIP. And then I guess the rest of these just should pair off. Phyrix, Cyrus, Dracona, all with 2 points. So I need to figure out who of the 2 points are playing each other. It cannot. Phyrix has to be one of the players because he can't take on Sirius. And then let me see. Has Phyrix played either Cyrus or Dracona so far? Let's find out. And we're doing this manually because we had a bot for doing this, and of course, this is the first time using the bot. There's some bugs. We will fix those bugs. Phyrix can play either opponent, so can Sirius not play one of them? I think he's already played Dracona. I don't think Sirius has played Cyrus yet. Yeah, so it's going to be Sirius, Cyrus, and Phyrix Dracona. So Dracona and Phyrix, they're going to be in RIP as well, so we got 2 RIP games going on. Cyrus and Sirius, that's going to be in Ascend, and that's probably the one I'm going to watch. And then Melvin and Lee, we have to roll for that level because they've both played an equal number of home games. And thankfully, that one will be in Take 2. I'm sure Melvin wasn't looking forward to potentially playing Ostrich. So let me go ahead and start these up. Wait, so Melvin hasn't played Lee yet, right? That's not things. So those are valid. All right. And I'm kind of thinking for this one, we've seen all of these pilots at least once so far. So I'm gonna. I think that the Cyrus Sirius game is probably going to be the one to watch here. That one should be pretty good.
Yeah, if I had to choose from the list, I'd probably go with that one too.
Yes. So
yeah, Jediluke and Morphod, I think it could be a very close game, depending on a few factors. But yeah, I think this one will be the closest.
Yeah, and Morphod coming off that last game, Jediluke, dominant as always. There's a couple factors, and Morphod could do well in there. Rip is definitely one of his stronger levels, so I'm not saying that wouldn't be a bad thing, but. This is definitely the better option, I think. Phyrix Dracona, just setting up their chat channels so that they can talk to each other if they would like. And that'll be it. We'll get underway with the final round of the night. Melvin saying overseas to Great Britain will be the best connection I've had all day.
I love these guys.
Yes. Every one of them. All right, Sirius is on. Let's head on in.
Yeah, already got a kill.
Not surprising. Cyrus with the Vulcan. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that he's playing against someone who is also fairly proficient with the Vulcan. Sirius hasn't picked it up yet, which is why, there we go, took a bit of damage for it. I think Cyrus was baiting that out, too. He knew Sirius was going to go for it. So 2 strong Vulcan players. Oh, hold on. We have a time. He left Twitch on. Oh.
You son of a bitch. This whole time.
Yes. All right, here we go.
He's probably watching Netflix as well.
Yep, Netflix, you name it. He's got some torrents going.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice. Sirius had no chance there. Now, what kind of sucks for Cyrus is, he could have, if he had played Rethink in that first round, he probably could have been up with Jediluke in terms of points. But, I mean, I wouldn't be upset with his performance today. I mean, he's at least, he's taken out Melvin, he's taken out Morphod, and is well on his way 3-1 early against Sirius. Ooh. That was close. Well, that was close, too. So, despite only playing 3 games, Cyrus could be getting a ton of points here. I don't know how Cyrus weaseled his way out of that one. Oh, look out. Okay, now we got 2 spread fires going. Cyrus may finally be out of ammo. And spread fire will do the trick, 4-1. This is interesting. Cyrus has played 3 gold pilots. And so far, this game included, has a combined score of 45-20? Which is pretty good for a gold pilot playing other gold pilots.
I agree. It's very good.
Sirius switching over to the plasma, trying to get something going. This is almost looking like the Morphod game in terms of the early dominance by Cyrus, but I can guarantee you that Cyrus is not going to have the mental breakdown that Morphod did.
No, he's certainly a much more composed
Yes,
player,
yes.
and it's not a shot at Morphod at all, but Sirius is just that's kind of
Well, I
his
think
personality.
I would think that Sirius would be considered like the most composed player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if he says a bad word, he'll like apologize for it immediately. But,
Does he
like that kind of
I've
thing.
never heard that one. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Sirius finally picked up a kill. It took a lot of damage to do it, though, so Cyrus getting it right back, 6-2. Sirius is the chillest, and that is not even an exaggeration. That's very... Oh!
Very nice. I love it.
That fusion, though. 6-3.
Yeah,
and
we need a lot more fusion kills.
Oh, yeah. I've missed that. There've been a couple good ones today, but... Even in the game where, you got people that use fusion a lot, we haven't seen a whole lot of it. 6-3. Sirius definitely making the score look better than it did just a few moments ago. You could punch him in the face and he apologize for hurting your hand. Cyrus just being annoying in that side room. Finally gets flushed out. Ooh. Cyrus had to pause and think about that dodge. Got some Vulcan damage on both sides here. Over to the spread fire for Sirius. Some nice damage there. Sirius is really making that spread fire work for him right now. Oh, Cyrus finally finding the lead there and tagging Sirius for quite a bit of damage. Oh, Sirius getting caught. That was interesting, because it looked like Sirius was headed for that curved tunnel, and Cyrus was like, nope, not this time.
Yeah, he led him perfectly right into that tunnel with the plasma.
Yes. So 7-3 now. Oh, look out. Nice dodge by Sirius there. That's smart, and that curved tunnel is can be quite dangerous. Cyrus with the camp. Gets a little bit for it, but not as much as he was hoping for, I'm sure. Oops. Cyrus looking to be a little cautious here. I think he kind of knew where Sirius was, but didn't know if he should follow. It was the kind of body language as Pyro was giving out there. Dogfight in the main room. Sirius going to back away. Does take a bit of long-range damage. Oh, gets behind him. Pyros got caught on each other for a moment. That was just enough that Sirius needed to pick up his fourth. Cyrus gets it right back, 8-4. Cyrus just waiting in the energy center of all places. Definitely using every corner of this level to his advantage. I'm not sure what Cyrus is trying to accomplish there. It looked like he had an idea to go somewhere and took a little bit of damage for his trouble. Oh, jeez. Sirius all kinds of turned upside down there.
Yeah, he had a much better angle on that one.
So this is just another huge performance by Cyrus here. I mean, he more than doubled up on Morphod. He's got Sirius just about doubled up here. 20-12 on Melvin. He's got a hot hand.
This is one of his levels he's best in. It's even against the gold pilots. It's for me, it didn't seem too surprising. He drew this level, and well, this is what's going to happen.
Yep. Sirius behind him though. Yep. That was perfect.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
You know, sometimes you'll see someone chase someone down like that, and you know they might get a little bit of damage, but they kind of like miss their opportunity. Oh, that could have been dangerous, passing each other in that curved tunnel. But Sirius, yeah, he left no doubt. That was a kill. Cyrus again getting it right back, 10-5. Oh, Sirius. Oh, Cyrus just barely weaving and dodging through those pillars. I feel like he got away with one there. I don't know what that was. Maybe a missile on the corner of the... Probably right on the corner of that little block there.
Yeah, I missed it. I looked at chat for a second.
Now down to 10-4 after the suicide. That was bizarre.
That was weird.
He's just kind of like hanging out in that room for a second. Cyrus trying to get the right angle on him. And Cyrus will pick up a kill, 11-4.
Yeah, Sirius just got completely lost where he was needed to go, what was going on around him.
Cyrus with the chase. Can he get it done? He cannot. Although Cyrus doesn't need to be playing those kind of games. Oh, look at that. You win some, you lose some. Still 11-4 after that. And no damage on the follow-up encounter. I thought we'd like see a quick kill or something there. Usually like the smart is thrown in. Nope, not even a point of damage. Cyrus picking up a lot of Vulcan damage though. Right in the corner. Look at that!
I love it.
Cyrus was committed to getting that kill, and maybe overcommitting because he took the smart missile in the end. I don't know if he was stuck. He could have been stuck too. That could have been a possibility. So there's that. 12-5. Another. Again, this is just a huge performance from Cyrus.
Yeah, this is the point. Right at 12-5. This is around the time if you're not coming back, if you don't change your plan, the game is pretty much over with.
Mm-hmm. And seeing this happen is serious. I mean, Morphod was one thing. Morphod kind of fell apart early, and it's not the same thing with Sirius. This is a different type of dominating game. Cyrus taking that, stuck his nose out a bit too early, taking that homing missile. Cyrus trying to camp that out. There's the collision. Sirius picking that one up, 13-6. Beating Cyrus at his own game there.
Yeah, he's got to protect that Vulcan better than he has. He can't let Cyrus get back to it so easily.
Oh! Sirius just ran right into it, never saw it coming. 14-6. Oh, that was a good shot. It's unfortunate he's taking so much damage in return, but that one fusion shot. And, oh. Just a tad late from Sirius to get the kill there. He just missed getting that one. And it's going to be Cyrus picking it up. 15-6. Cyrus has got to be low, though. I would imagine it's not going to take much to finish him up. But look at that! A fusion shot and a homing missile. That's all it takes. And this is a 10-point lead. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, Cyrus has got a ton of confidence right now.
He does. He
should,
too.
Like that. Yeah, he should. Absolutely.
To be fair, Cyrus has said that his fusion game has improved.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. I can't say for sure. I can't say from experience. I haven't played him in a while.
I don't think I played him in like a year. It's been a while for me. The last time we played was like in Mind Tricks, and it wasn't pretty.
You beat him down, didn't you?
No, not at all.
Yes,
not at all.
Come on, Ron. It's okay. You can admit it. Don't be so humble.
There are only two gold pilots I have a winning record on, and neither of them were gold when I beat him. Sirius getting the point there in the corner, 16-7. But at this point, I mean, you gotta wonder. It's just a matter of time. There's a quick one from Cyrus. Sirius is not the type that's going to try to extend the game with suicides either. He's just going to.
No, that's not his style. No, I'd be shocked if he tried that.
18-7. This is insane. Oh. Coming through that, just a little, this is a very small passageway between the two rooms there. And Sirius just missing an opportunity to get a point. God, that could have been a really dangerous smart. There we go. 18-8.
Yeah, see, he's just not protecting the weapons. Mm-hmm. He should be guarding those. Well, he's got the Vulcan in a different area, but still.
Yep. You should see it now, but I mean, I don't think he's even thinking about that.
No, he's obviously not.
And Cyrus going for it, and he's got it. And out it comes. And Sirius exits stage left. Nice little head fake there to make sure that he doesn't get picked off in the main room. damage by Sirius there. Oh, here in the corner. Cyrus definitely with a better angle there, 19 to 8. Uh-oh. Cyrus sits there, gets sat on by God, this is confusing. Sirius.
Yeah, their names are too similar.
Cyrus sitting on Sirius there, and Sirius puts some lasers wherever they belong. Oh, and that's gonna be it. Wow, just like that. 20 to 9. I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed. So, 2 very dominating games by Cyrus there. We still have 2 up. And I'm going to take a quick look here at the Jediluke's game here, see what's going on in here. This is Jediluke Morphod. This is in RIP. And looks like 15-7 so far. Jediluke with a very... I wouldn't say this is a dominating performance compared to the games that we've seen Jediluke play today. Oh, I just lost... I just lost the game. Let me try this again. There we go. $16 to 7 now. That's... And Morphod bringing it within half. 16 to 8. Uh-oh. Little too loud there, Jedi. And Morphod, very nice. Oh, that fusion was so good. 2 fusion shots on Jediluke. And he's got 2 in a row. Uh-oh. Nice escape there by Morphod. I thought for sure that Jedi was going to have him dead. He will hear though.
Well, he was still mindful to be able to dodge this part without seeing it, so it was a good dodge. Unfortunately, he still died in the next encounter.
Just backed right into Jedi. It's never a thing you want to do. If Jedi sees you and you can't see Jedi, that's usually a problem. Very patient in that main room. Oh, I lost control of my ship for a second there. Apologize for that.
Stop drink and run. Come on.
That's
Be professional.
right? Right. My keyboard just refused to stop going forward. There we go. Morphod, another kill, 17-10. Definitely making this respectable against a pilot like Jediluke. 18-10 though. Jedi's like, oh no, I want this to be a domination.
As always.
But not this time. Morphod picking up his 11th. It's like some deadly fusion he's getting. Very nice prediction there by Morphod, but it's Jedi picking up the kill. And this could be it right here. Morphod's got level 1. Jedi's got that buzzsaw going, and that's it. 20 to 11 is the final here, and Morphod with the same response. Poor Morphod.
Not his day.
Yep. We have one final game going on. It is Dracona and Thyrix. Maybe?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, that one must have finished as well. All right, so let's just very quick. We know that Jediluke got his win. We know that Cyrus picked up his 3rd. I would imagine that Dracona also picked up a 3rd win.
Yeah, 20 to 7.
20 to 7 in that one. Okay. So, yikes, 20 to 7. So, and what was the score of the Cyrus game? That was 20 to 8. Was that one? Or The second? I already forgot.
20 to 9.
20
according to the tracker.
9. Okay, so 20 to 9. Hey, I can type. Round, Roudn. Okay, so Cyrus 20, Sirius 9, that was in Ascend. We had 2 games in RIP. It said Dracona was 20 to 7 over Phyrix.
Yes, sir.
That's a beating. And then Jediluke 20, Morphod 11, also in RIP. And then Lee and Melvin, what happened there? It looks like Lee lost that one 20 to 11. So Melvin's going to pick up his lone point in the tournament.
I'm proud of you, Melvin.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yes. Indeed. Let me make sure that I've got this all right. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, because we had 16 games in total. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's qualifier. Jediluke picking up 4 wins. Cyrus getting 3 wins. And of note, Cyrus did not play a 4th game because remember in that first round he had a game against Rethink that got canceled because Rethink, his computer just wouldn't work. So they never even got into the game. So that first round was kind of like a bye for Cyrus there. And then we got Dracona picking up 3 as well. Morphod with a pair. Phyrix with 2. Sirius and Melvin with 1 apiece. Lee and P-Funk off the score sheet, but there's still 2 qualifiers to go. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week, because I really feel that Jediluke obviously had the best performance of the tournament. He didn't let anyone score more than 12 on him. Did anyone score 12 on him? I don't think so, because Melvin got 8, Dracona got 8, Phyrix got 5, Morphod got the most out of anyone, and that was 11. So he didn't let anyone score 12 on him. But I think Cyrus's margin of victories were pretty impressive too. Cyrus was playing at a very high level, and it's almost unfortunate we didn't see Jediluke versus Cyrus in this round, but hopefully we can make that happen next round. So yeah, next week, by the way, next week's is going to be a little later start time. I cannot make the 1 p.m., so it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Next Saturday will be the second qualifier. The other 2 for this month will be at the normal time, 1 p.m. And yeah, that is going to be that's going to do it. Any final words?
I will say thank you for bringing it back. This is very enjoyable. And I'm looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you being here. And thank you all for watching. Until next time, guys, see you. Bye.